Black Goose TV family, what's good with it? Salute to the people, positivity and blessings. I'm coming at you with some late night Monday videos. And like in my head, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, yeah, it's late. Yes, you know what I'm saying? It's probably not even going to be Monday when you're watching these joints, or if it is, it's going to be at the very end of the Monday. But for me, I don't like Mondays none. So I'm like, maybe I'm gifting y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gifting y'all. So when you watch this and I'm saying happy Monday type shit, you're like, nigga, it's not Monday no more. It's Tuesday. For me, that'd be a blessing. Like, goddamn, thank God. Like, you made my Monday go by faster by watching this. You saying it's Monday, but it's really Tuesday. And I'm just happy as hell it's not Monday no more. But that may just be me. I know some people who love their Mondays. Some people got their Mondays off. Me personally, I hate Mondays. I hate the beginning of the week. But anyways, now with all that being out of the way, I just want to say like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I got some boxing information, some boxing news that had came out today, and I want to share it with you guys, especially since I know a lot of you guys, when it comes to the Black Goose TV family, you're very interested in the Parker versus Demetrius Andrade'S fight. So I'm pretty sure you guys would like to know an update in regard to whether or not they have a new date, or a new venue. Okay. And actually the particulars of there being a new venue was not announced when originally Demetrius Andrade said he had an injury, and it was put out into the public that they're going to have to reschedule the fight. I was assuming they're going to reschedule it and they will still have it at Pride Park, which is the hometown and basically in the same area Zach Parker grew up in. And it was also why some people who was on the boo-boo side of the game said there's no way he can beat Parker by decision. He's going to have to stop him. You had a lot of Parker fans saying Parker's going to stop Andrade. He's the next upcoming thing, etc., etc. But I want to give you guys an update when it came to this fight. We do not have a new date. We also don't know how serious the shoulder injury for Andrade is. This was confirmed by Frank Warren in this particular article, okay? He literally said, hey, I was really, really hoping that we can get it done at Pride Park. He also said the reason why he overbidded on the particular Parker versus Andrade fight, because if you guys remember, everyone expected DAZN, Matchroom, and Eddie Hearn to pick up the fight, but Frank Warren and Frank Warren Promotions outbidded Eddie Hearn and Matchroom for the fight. And a lot of people were like, yo, what's this about? Like, I did not expect that. You know, like, we're pretty sure that you could have easily, you know, added a little bit of extra moolah, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you get the fight, especially to show support of the fact that your fighter Andrade is moving up to 168 for the first time and most likely trying to put himself in the lottery sweepstakes, you could say, for the Canelo fight, which I don't know if it's necessarily a lottery sweepstakes now that Canelo's lost to Bivol. But you know, him doing that move was for that particular fight. Eddie Hearn came out and he was quick to say, I can't overbid on that fight. I can't, you know, put too much money down on that fight. You know, I was okay with Frank Warren outbidding me, essentially, and going on to confirm this is my last fight with Andrade. I can't get him the big fights that he wants. That's on me. So what's the point for us to stay together? Obviously, Andrade has not made a public statement. I think it's very interesting that Eddie Hearn was the first person to say something about departing with Andrade, which tells me that this is how I took it, right? Eddie Hearn saying, hey, Andrade, we can't get you the big fights, so I'm not mad if you go with someone else, and there's no reason for us to stay together, really, honestly, because I can't get you the big fights. I took that as, yo, Andrade, you see our investment is in Canelo, right? And you and Canelo are conflicting opposition. So either I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell Canelo and blow smoke up his ass and tell him he's the next big thing and I want him forever, and he believes me, or I'm going to do that same exact thing, and he's also going to see, you know what I'm saying, my right hand not matching my left hand. Basically, my right hand's over here stroking your ego, Canelo, but my left hand's over here trying to make sure that I can get Andrade the fight with you. That's what I think it is. It's just all business. He understands that it's a conflict of interest for him to be like, I'm going all in on Canelo, but then I'm still going to promote Andrade. Because if, you know, from outside looking in, it looks as if Canelo does not want the Andrade fight. Others would say, Canelo fanboys would say, hey, Andrade hasn't done anything to get this fight. I agree with you. I agree with both sides. I agree with both motherfucking sides, right? But at the same time, he fought Bivol. Bivol was undefeated at light heavyweight, had 10 title defenses. What about Andrade? Andrade was undefeated at middleweight. He had, I think, like 8 to 10 title defenses of that WBO belt. So it's pick or choose here, guys. And then also, too, something you can't avoid is Andrade's been under the zone, right? A lot of people want to say, oh, well, Andrade hasn't done anything, etc., 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 right? But yet his credentials, his title defenses, etc., lines up with Bivol's. What also lines up with Bivol's? He is under Matchroom with Eddie Hearn. So it should be very easy to make a fight for Andrade against Canelo in comparison to Canelo versus Charlo or David Benavidez, but it wasn't made. And once again, Eddie Hearn is basically saying to everybody's face, hey, Andrade, I love you. I support you. Go somewhere else because I am fully in the Canelo motherfucking marathon, and I'm not leaving. And whatever I have to do to keep him around and show him how loyal I am to him, I'm going to do that. So I got a little bit sidetracked. I got a little bit off topic. I started talking about Canelo, and it's not about Canelo, but I just want to let you guys know Zach Parker versus Demetrius Andrade is not happening at Pride Park. And let's find out why. Let me not be too long-winded with it. Let's just see why Frank Warren is saying that it's not going to happen at Pride Park. So he said, in regards to the shoulder injury for Andrade, once we have the medical, we will see where we are. The problem is we are not going to get into the Derby again because of football season. For me, it was all about going to Pride Park. People were asking why we were bidding all that money. It was because I thought that if it got him into the Pride Park, we would build something in the Midlands with him. He is capable. He's a good fighter. Unfortunately, what has happened, we had done about 15,000 tickets, which at the stage of the game was brilliant for a fella. He went on to say about Parker, I never knew him before he was signed. He was underpromoted, et cetera, et cetera. But basically, Frank Warren summed it up saying, hey, we're not going to be able to go ahead at Pride Park. There's other things that's going to be going on, in future dates. Unfortunately, we don't know how long Andrade is going to be out with the shoulder injury, So we're going to have to figure that out. So with that being the case, hey, I'll just let you know. And so with that being said, I want to ask you guys the question. Do you think Zach Parker versus Demetrius Andrade is going to end up happening? If we know this is the last fight he has under match rule, Eddie Hearn is saying, hey, I know this is his last fight. They're mutually parting ways, supposedly. That's what Eddie Hearn says. Is there a possibility that this fight may fall through, especially after Canelo losing? Andrade's taking a step back, and he was like, well, I was willing to risk it all and fighting this young gun, Zach Parker, just so I can get the Canelo sweepstakes. But if now everything has switched, everything is shifted, where Canelo lost, now his focus is on getting a rematch with Bivol, which means he's probably not going to fight Triple G for the trilogy fight. It seems like everything we was expecting to happen is probably not going to happen. So why should I take a chance on my career from most likely not getting anything in return? That's all I'm saying. But I want to see what you guys think. As always, BlakGooseTV family, let me know below in the comments. As always, you know what I'm saying? Drop your opinion below, like the video, subscribe to the channel. But what do you guys feel about this? Like, to me, it seems like this fight may not happen, because at the end of the day, what's the point of it to happen? Because it was literally Boo-Boo Andrade saying, I'm going to put everything on the line to fight this young gun so Canelo can look at me and say, hey, I may not be able to avoid this guy. But if now the Canelo fight seems to be off the table for the most part because of the loss to Bivol, it's like, hey, yo, go back to what you was doing, stack your money, and continue to live, you know what I'm saying, build your legacy the way that you think it should be built. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I think this Canelo loss changes everything. But I may be wrong. As always, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out, but I'm always going to be.